Hey everybody, welcome back to FSP Forex Stock Predictions. Hope you're all having a great day. I am the Vortex Trader, and today this will be video number 1 of a brand new educational series all about the infamous double top and double bottom patterns. Alright, so if you would like to be updated as to when a new video comes out about this amazing pattern, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into the information of the day. What are double tops? What are double bottoms? Right, well, let's head to Investopedia, right? Investopedia says, what is a double top and bottom? Double top and bottom patterns are chart patterns that occur when the underlying investment moves in a similar pattern to the letter W for a double bottom, or the letter M for money for a double top. Double top and bottom analysis is used in technical analysis to explain movements in a security or other investment, and can be used as part of a trading strategy to exploit these recurring patterns, right? Double top and bottom patterns typically evolve over a longer period of time. All right, and they do not always clearly show the letter M or W. Now, let's get into it, right? These are reversal patterns, all right? These are reversal patterns. When we see these, it shows that the price has been exhausted. It has reached a certain price point, right? It has tried to regain the same price point, struggled, formed some sort of resistance or some sort of support, right? And then reversed, right? So generally, we see them at the end of a trend. So what we would see is price moving, right, in one direction, forming a trend. So in this example, this is a double top, right? We see price moving upwards, right? And eventually it reaches some point of exhaustion, some point of resistance, right? Price then comes back down and thinks, let me try and make a higher high. This could just be a little cool down retracement period. Let's try and make another higher high, and it tries to, but it doesn't typically get there. And the second point of the double top can sometimes be just a little bit lower than the first, to show clearly, right, that the second point could not overtake this high over here. So effectively, we would have a resistance zone right above, right? And this gives way to that letter M. Okay, so we would have one top here where price struggled to break, and then we would have another top here which price struggled to break. And then we would see price fail to break this point, so it would carry on down, effectively turning this once a bullish trend into now a bearish trend, which means that this area right here was the perfect reversal zone. This is where price decided it could not carry on to make higher highs. It got tired, the bulls got worn out, the bears came in, and now price has reversed, right? So that is effectively exactly what a double top is. And we can say the same for double bottoms. We can say that price was trending downwards, yes, eventually made another lower low, cooled off, retraced up, and said, cool, I am going to make an even lower low. I'm going to come back down even lower, breaking this previous low, but struggles to do it because obviously the support in this region is strong. Yes? So we effectively have a support zone right there. Yes? We have, where's our little arrows? One bottom over here. We have another bottom just a bit higher over here. And we can see that it forms the W pattern, because once price struggles to break this previous low, it then reverses. So what was once a bearish trend now becomes a bullish trend. The bulls come and take over. So effectively, this means that this whole area right here is a reversal zone. This is what we see. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Let's scroll a little bit up here. Let's see. Let's make it. I had this pre-drawn for you guys. Let me just get the angle correct. That looks like a weird dystopian type of bullish trend because it's not exactly angled perfectly. Right, there we go. That's better. So just to explain this a bit more in a step-by-step fashion, right? Let's get this. Okay. Right. So we have price moving in a bullish trend, right? So we're making a higher high, we make a higher low. Cool. Price moves up higher, which means we broke this area right here of previous resistance. It was broken. All right. Price broke right through it. Perfect. Made a higher high, came back down, made a lower low. Now it thinks, now I'm going to break this previous high again. And it does just that. Price breaks right through it. So you can see this is why it is higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs. Now, on this one, it tries to do the exact same thing, right? It says to itself, I'm going to break even this high right here. This one is going to be broken. But what happens? Price struggles to break it. This is exhaustion. This is the bulls being exhausted. Price struggles to break this high. We don't pass this high right here. We get tired. And once we see this, and there's a lot of ways that show us when or if price is exhausting. But once we see this, we can start to assume and look for a pattern that could look like the double top pattern. Yes, because once we see that exhaustion has happened around this area and we could not break this previous high, we wait for price to reverse. You see, and this is where we get the infamous double top pattern show itself. One top, two tops. Now, do you see why this is a reversal strategy? Because it happens at the end of a trend. We are trending. The reversal point happens. This whole area is where price decides to reverse, right? It cools off here and it tries to lift off for one more higher high or another higher high, and it just cannot do it. What happens? Price falters, right? The bears come and take over and we reverse. So what was once a bullish trend is now a reversal point, and now the bears have taken over. So we are in a bearish trend. And that, my friends, is exactly what a double top and double bottom pattern is. This is exactly what they are. Simple, 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 simple. So let's read here. Right, double top and bottom patterns typically evolve over a longer period of time, right? And do not always present an idea visual of a pattern because the shifts in prices don't necessarily resemble a clear M or a clear W, right? So this is everything in trading. When we are looking at patterns, they are not always going to be so clear and concise with, that is so clearly an M or a W, I can see it so clearly. Yes, a lot of the time they do. They can look that simple, and a lot of the time they don't. Why? Because candles don't work this way. Candles can be messy, right? In this area of the double top area pattern right here, we could have a lot of wicks. We could have a lot of noise, right? We could have a lot of things going on, wicks coming down, creating a whole big mishmash of chaos. Yes? So we have to try and see past that chaos, which is why we study price action. We want to see exactly what these candles are doing. So if there is a lot of noise, we can still see the underlying shape of the double top. All right, let's carry on. A double top pattern is formed with two consecutive rounding tops, right? Rounding tops can often be an indicator for bearish reversal. This is what we've discussed. So they're just saying they're not necessarily as beautiful and pointy as this. And we know this, right? Candles can be messy. This is what we were saying. So the tops can be a bit more rounded, right? Not as pointy. And that's just price action, all right? Let's see, double tops can be rare occurrences with their formation, often indicating that investors are seeking to obtain final profits from a bullish trend. This is what we discussed. It's exhaustion at the end of a bullish trend, we could see these patterns play out, right? Double tops often lead to a bearish reversal in which traders can profit from selling the stock on a downtrend, right? So we will get into that in another video. But basically what they would be saying is that if you see a double top pattern, how would you trade it? Well, you would short it because it's a reversal pattern. Price is reversing, so we know that price is going to be heading downwards. We would take an opportunity to short price. Now, in the next videos, we will be looking at live charts, live price action. I will be showing you real examples on real charts, exactly how these double bottom and double top patterns play out. It's really interesting to see. It seems so basic, but is so vitally important for traders to know because these patterns occur. This is all what we see when we see a double top or double bottom pattern is human psychology. It's the buying and selling of these assets. At certain points, we see the repetitive patterns play out because this is always human emotion across the board. Investing, trading, all you are seeing is the emotions of humans, the psychology of humans with buying and selling. There's something that happens when large groups of people are all doing the same thing. We are buying and selling at certain points in time, and when it gets donated into a chart, we can see that. We can see the actual physical representation of a human's mind, a large group of humans all buying and selling the same asset. And when humans stop buying, this is the picture that gets drawn out. So that in itself is incredibly fascinating. Okay, guys, so just to recap, these double top and double bottom patterns are reversals, right? They are reversals. They occur at the end of trends, and they are reversal patterns, right? They are price action patterns. They are patterns within themselves. They are patterns, but they are reversal patterns, right? They only occur at the end of a trend. So I hope this cleared up the issue of what exactly is a double top, what exactly is a double bottom. All right, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button and stay notified because this is video number 1, but there will be around 6 videos in this series, all discussing various things around the double top and around the double bottom. So stay up to date and hit that like and subscribe. Thank you again very much for watching, and I will see you all in video number 2. See you later.